This is the Philips HS1 AD unit. It's very similar to other AD units, but it's got some key differences. Now, this particular one here is a training unit, but it's exactly the same as the real unit. So what you've got is a standard outside. On the back, you have a battery compartment. This is where the battery would go. You'll make sure the battery is fitted in there. Also, batteries will only last so long, so look for the expiry dates on the battery. Down here is all the conformity details. So you've got the information about the unit itself. On the front, you have an on-off button, a shock button, but also an information button. So this button will tell you how many shocks have been delivered and other information, and it gives it to you as an audio command. The unit itself, the key part is this bit here for the pads. It's a little bit different from some of the others because of the format of it. But what you do with this is you just literally pull down the handle, that will take the cover off, and then from there you can just remove the pads. This will cut on the real unit, that will come off straight away, and you can just pull the pads out and apply them onto the patient. So the way these work is you just peel them back off, and see there's the main pad itself that goes straight onto the patient's chest. On the pads themselves, they've got pictures of exactly where it goes. So each one there, so literally one at the top, exactly the same as any other AD unit. Now when you've used this unit and you need to change, you change the entire cartridge. So there's a little button on the top, you pull it, the whole cartridge comes away, and then you would just put a brand new cartridge back in, just slip it in there, clip it in place, and then the unit for the new pads are in. On the side, your infrared port for taking data off of the unit. That just allows, if you want to take the data from when you've used it to help the hospital and the patient's recovery. But that's pretty much it. It's quite a straightforward unit. There's quite a lot of these around. So this is the Philips HS1. So that was the live unit. It's worth just talking about the training unit while we have it here. The training unit itself works slightly different because inside the back, you just put some batteries and you can just change those to standard batteries. And these pads are obviously training ones, they're identified as training ones, but you also get a remote control with it. So the remote control is how you would tell the AD unit that the student's got the pads on okay. So if you push the A button, that goes into analysing mode. So therefore it will go on, so the pads are on. Once you see that the pads are on correctly, you push the A button, and the B button will revert it back to the start. So if there's any problem, you can revert it back to before the analysing cycle. So if someone didn't put the pads on the right way or something like that, you can hit the B button or takes the pads off, you can hit that and it'll sort it out. So as a trainer unit, they're usually marked clearly. The case that this comes with is clearly marked as a trainer unit, so there's never going to be any issues with getting them mixed up.